Hi everybody, this is Tracy with Golden Wings Angel Card Readings. I'd like to start today by doing the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the life purpose and career reading for July and August 2017. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Power Tarot by Doreen, Virtue, and Radleigh, Valentine, 3 cards from Angel Tarot by the same 2 people, and then I'll be using 1 card from the Life Purpose deck by Doreen, Virtue, and 1 card from the Healing with the Fairies deck by Doreen, Virtue. I've already done all the pre-shuffling so that we don't have to take up time on screen with the shuffling, and I think we're ready to go. So this is Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Life Purpose and Career, July and August 2017. First card, 2 of Gabrielle. Right next to it, 10 of Gabrielle. And the third card, Ace of Raphael. Lovely energy coming in there. Okay, for our Angel card deck, we have the Ace of Air coming in, 2 of Fire, and King of Fire. All very nice cards for career and life purpose. Very high energy cards for Aries. Let's go ahead and go over to our life purpose deck. We have the card Animals. So they're going to feature prominently, and if they're not, then we know that that's a good clue for you, Aries. And then from the messages from our fairies is Problem Resolved. Problem resolved. Okay, well, the first thing I see right here in these readings, pull these 2 cards to show you, is that even though they were 2 different decks, we have the same card, the 2 of Fire, for both of these decks. So there's a lot of energy coming into play here for whatever project it is that you either have already started or want to get started. If you're in the idea phase and you're ready to go, Aries, then basically these 2 cards here are saying, you know, get with other people, like-minded people, share your ideas. The time is now. Like, this is the time for you in the next couple of months here to go ahead and put these ideas out there. If you've already got an idea that you have sort of launched or are starting to launch, these 2 cards are basically saying, you know, a great big yes. Looks like you have the 2 of Gabriel here on the top, and this card actually came out coupled with, and I know I've got a little bit of a glare here, so bear with me, Aries, I'll try to get this sorted out, with the King of Fire. There we go, that's better. And so here you have the 2 of Gabriel telling you that it's time to get with like-minded people, be creative, launch your vision, and then underneath this you've got the King of Fire, which basically is really, you know, it says advice from someone creative. So this is wonderful. So if you're trying to really get something launched or get something out there, there may really be somebody coming into your life in the next couple of months here that is really going to help you be able to get this stuff going. Or at least be able to bring some new ideas and some other things to you that might solidify what it is you'd like to do. The next card you have here is the 10 of Gabrielle. And this card is really just a little bit of a challenge and a warning for you to make sure that you're not overdoing it, right? I mean, obviously you've got aces, you've got 2s, you've got fire, we've got everything going on here. And so The only thing is, a lot of times when we push forward on a new idea and we go out and we've got all this energy and we've got all these things that we want to do, and then we turn around and we don't take enough time to basically balance ourselves out and give ourselves enough rest. Also, this is a card of making sure you ask for help when you need it. You don't have to do it all yourself. That's what this card is about. And in fact, you've got a 2 here. This isn't a solitary card. This is a, 2 of Gabrielle. You've got another 2 of fire here. You've got also the king coming in here, showing another, possible person that's coming in to help. So make sure that you have all this help at your disposal, and make sure that you don't go on one of those things where you feel that only you can get it done, and so you really don't pay attention, because this card can be called, the burnout card, where you're trying so hard and you're in all different directions, and then suddenly you turn around and you're just whoosh, no energy, which isn't going to help if you've got all these great ideas and all this creative energy. This card is coupled with the 2 of fire. I don't know if I can see this. I'm going to have to work on this glare here. So this card is coupled with the 2 of fire. Really, they've come out this way, right on top of it. So it's saying, you've got other people here. You've got good ideas. You've got a good foundation. Just make sure that you don't burn yourself out by not accepting help from others and overdoing it, right? And so then at the end of this, basically at the 3rd card out, or the most future card out, you have the Ace of Raphael, which is just tremendous energy coming in. I mean, let's just say this is a passion for you. Whatever it is, if you've got an idea that you've been really working on, like this idea, you can tell that it's passionate. If it's not here yet, it's going to come here. And when it comes, boy, this is passionate for you. You're interested, you're fully involved, and this is going to be just a great new time for you. This is coupled with the Ace of Air. And again, I'll try to set these back. Okay, it's sitting right on top of it. Now, the Ace of Air is also thoughts, thoughts coming in, and it's also a surge of energy for the air cards. And the thing is here, though, is that this can also mean some challenges when you first get started. This card can herald that it's a very good beginning. There's lots of energies coming towards you, but you might have some bumps in the road. The good news is, when we looked at the message from our fairies, we got problems resolved. And also, when you look at the rest of the cards around here, and if you were to put these 2 together, I really do have that feeling that any problems you come up against are going to be resolved. So the only thing that you need to do if you have problems come up is really ground yourself, pay attention to the thing that got you started to begin with, which is this just love and passion for doing this, and then make sure that you don't burn yourself out before you ever get started, and make sure that you ask for help from, obviously there's going to be some people around, maybe a mentor that you go to, maybe a teacher that can help you really figure out and solidify, these ideas, or a new job. This might be a new boss that you meet, this King of Fire. And either way, these are terrific cards for career and life purpose. If you're trying to get something going, really the only challenges here are this 10 of Gabrielle, which we've already addressed, and this Ace of Air, and that's if you're considering the fact that they're just saying that, the guys are saying that there might be a couple bumps in the road when you first get started, or you first get this idea going. From the life purpose oracle decks, we got animals, which the text on the animals is, you understand animals, communicate with them intuitively, trust your inner guidance, as the animals are part of your life work. Okay, so what I get from that, and what that means for me, is if you're having any troubles with anything, animals might really figure prominently into what it is you would like to do. So if you closed your eyes and maybe meditated and you already know what your animal spirit is or your animal spirit guide is, then definitely this is the time to lean on that spirit guide, because what this is showing you here is that this animal spirit guide will really be able to help you get through some of this stuff, as well as calling on your angels and all of your other guides that you might have. Also, you know, I'm kind of getting that maybe during times of stress and trouble, there might be an animal that you have. Maybe it's already an animal that you have in your household. Or animals may figure prominently into helping relieve stress. Animals are also a great way to relieve stress if you have a little bit too much of that going on. So you could maybe look at that card as saying that either something that's coming into play has to do with that, or that you'll be able to utilize that to be able to make all of these, you know, goals and desires come true. So underneath the decks, as the base, we've got the Ace of Ariel. It's your lucky day, new resources of money, time, and support. And it's saying a change in job or promotion. And that's at the basis of this reading underneath here for the Power Tarot, which is again, so now we have 3 aces basically. I mean, I just can't believe, if nothing else is going on, if you don't feel in the next 2 months a bunch of energy and you don't feel energized and passionate about something, then you need to really look around you and, you know, meditate a little bit and take some deep breaths, because you have some energy coming in here to work with that is just really, really nice if you're looking for a career and life purpose. And of course, this did say, you know, a change in job or promotion. So, you know, maybe you keep the job you have and maybe you get pulled up to doing something different, and maybe this is something that your heart has always wanted to do with this Ace of Raphael. And maybe the only thing is that you start thinking about it and you have all these ideas and you're like, oh, I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this, and there's a few bumps in the road. Well, okay, maybe there is a few bumps in the road, but try to always remember that this is right in the background here, problem resolved. So know before you get started that these problems can be resolved. At the base of our deck for the Angel Tarot is the 5 of Fire. And see, this is what I'm getting. I think this is where this is coming from. 5 of Fire, competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. So when you have a burst of energy and you get all these ideas and you start doing your stuff and you're like, I can't wait to do this and this and this and this, it does look like there'll be a couple of challenging cards here that really just have to do with, if nothing else, it's just like, you know, you have so many ideas that you can't pick one. Or you have so many ideas, and you know, when you're very excited about a project and you want to start doing it and you start telling other people, and because this says, you know, to surround yourself with helpful people, okay? So let's say you have all these ideas and you've got promoted, or you've got a new job, or you're starting a new endeavor, and you start to tell other people, and, you know, they either are naysayers, or you start to tell them and they say, yeah, but you can't do this because of this, or you can't do this because of this. And then all of a sudden, instead of being excited, you know, you're overwhelmed. And then you get to this card here, right, where we're overwhelmed. We don't want to ask for help for others, because every time we start talking to other people, you know, they don't always agree with our vision. So a couple of things here. Make sure that you're surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, right? If you start to tell what's happening and you get a feeling from somebody that they're just, you know, I don't really dig that, or I don't see it that way, just leave it alone. If you start to tell somebody something and they're like, oh my God, that's fabulous, I love it, you know, here's how I can help, or I know somebody, or this can happen, then keep going. But make sure that you surround yourself with people who are positive. If you're trying to be positive and you're trying to get yourself going on a specific track, don't let anybody else take you off your balance. And to me, that's what this 5 of Fire is. That's you possibly letting somebody else take you off your game, okay? Anytime that you're feeling remotely discouraged, remotely overwhelmed, come back to this Ace of Raphael, okay? This is a true love of whatever it is you're going to be doing. This is really genuine passion for what you're doing. And this here is all the passionate ideas you could ever have for pulling it off, right? This here is somebody who is liable to figure very prominently in this if it's not you. I mean, this could be you too. Either way, I mean, motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. So whether that's you or another person, these are all great things coming to you. Okay? 3 aces. You also have this ace under this deck. Let's not forget this. Ace of Ariel as well. It is your lucky day. That's what this says. New resources of money, time, and support coming to you. I mean, woo! Right? This should be telling you right now, if you're not going for something already, go for it. In the next couple of months, if you get that idea or that, maybe I should go for a new job, or maybe I should go for the promotion, or maybe I should do this, do it. Everything here, all of the energies here are easement energies except for a couple, and even those 2 are not drastically difficult energies. Well, the 3, because I guess we have the 5 under here. They're not drastically difficult energies. They're all energies you can work with. And from the looks of it, all these other cards have combined to give you everything that you may need to be able to handle it anyway. So, I mean, this is a great time for this. What a great reading for you. I hope that this helped you. If nothing else, I hope that this gave you some encouragement, because the angels are telling you that this is a great time for you to create for your life purpose, for you to work on your career. All signs are go. Very positive things here. Any problems you do come up with, don't forget. The fairies are saying they've got your back. Problems resolved. And then don't forget to turn to your animals if there's anything going on. Animal spirit guide, your pets at home. They obviously figure prominently in anything that you need to do. Anyhow, I was very honored to be able to pull these cards for you. I will be back to pull cards for September. Well, I guess September, October, and November. Or maybe we'll do September, October, and then we'll do November, December to finish out the year. So we'll just take it a couple months at a time here. That will probably be better. So I'll be back in September to do a new reading for you. And please don't be afraid to leave me any comments down below, like of how this worked out for you. As we go along here for the next 2 months, I'd love to know, hey, what's happening? Do you have these new ideas? What's going on? How did it play out? And yeah, thank you so much.